The movie which was admired by most critics. Let's see what it is. Of course, Tokyo Story from 1953. The critic score is 100% and viewership is 93%. Critics comment. The way Ozu builds emotional sensitivity to the disappointments of various characters sets him apart. Time out. John Lynch contributed to an earlier version of this article. Hello everyone, welcome to the Trixie channel. Here we will watch different videos about cinema and Hollywood and check the box offices. Today we are going to talk about a movie that most critics admire. So don't go anywhere and please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button so that our videos will be shared with you. So let's see best movie critic of all time. Yasujiro Ozu's Tokyo Story is a story as simple and universal as life itself. And what it tells us about the nature of death is nothing new or original. What is it? But it is true. Ozu's story can be summed up in one word. An elderly couple embarks on a long train journey to Tokyo to see their children. During a week or 10-day stay, they are treated well, but there are distractions. Life in the big city is fast changing, and parental time and polite local costumes aren't always there. On the way home on the train, his mother fell ill. All but one are at the bedside when the children are called, and she dies. There is great sadness, of course, and sympathy for the old father, but life must go on. The children were casually indifferent to their parents in life. Now that the mother is dead, they speak of their regrets that they didn't do more for her. They also maneuver quietly for some of her possessions, and within a day after the funeral, they have all returned to the city, leaving the father alone. Of all the relatives, the one who is most considerate of the father is not even a blood relative. A daughter-in-law, the widow of a son who died, was the warmest towards the old couple when they were in Tokyo, and now she is the kindest to the older man. He tells her, after his wife's funeral, that she should remarry as soon as possible. "My son is dead," he says, "and it is not right for you not to marry." He says he would feel better if she forgot his son. He does not see any irony in this attitude so soon after his wife's funeral, and perhaps there isn't any. Tokyo Story was shot in 1953, or around the same time when many excellent Japanese films began making their first impressions on Western audiences. His representative work are Rashomon, Ugetsu Monogatari, and Hell's Gate. However, Tokyo Story from this director was not important then, and its current national release is a tribute to Ozu. With Tokyo Story being one of his undisputed masterpieces of early 1950s Japanese cinema, Ozu has much in common with fellow great director Kenji Mizoguchi, or Ugetsu. You have both used the camera as a sober and honest observer. Both are reluctant to manipulate the actual time in which the scene is played. Ozu uses very conservative editing, and Mizoguchi often shoots scenes in uninterrupted takes. This objectivity produces an interesting effect. At first, I don't react much to Tokyo Story because it doesn't depend on editing equipment or camera movements. I miss the visual cues and shorthand that Western directors used to trick us. In Ozu's case, It's like the characters are living their lives without knowing that the movie is being made. Then, little by little, they begin to get to know them, look for their characteristics, and understand the meaning of small gestures and quiet remarks. Tokyo Story progresses very slowly by Western standards and initially requires more patience than some moviegoers would like. However, its effect is cumulative. The tempo seems to match the material perfectly, and then there is the unforgettable scene. Separately, a mother and father thank her daughter-in-law for her kindness. A father's toiled, drunken odyssey through a night of ballroom nostalgia. His reaction when he learned that his wife was likely to die. We casually talk about classic films, so 9 years after the director's death, it's a little poignant to find a film that has been neglected for 2 decades is still being held in high esteem by Western critics. So what do you think, guys, about this movie? Have you ever watched it before? Tell us your ideas about the Tokyo Story movie. And please share your ideas with Trixie channel. We will be always here for you guys. Until the next video.